What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today? My intros are kind of weak, aren't they? Are they trash? Y'all can let me know if they trash. Let me know in the comments if my intros are trash. But anyway, today we will be talking about Book 2, Zanthia The Shadowed Army. Book 2 of my Zanthia series. I wasn't ready for it. To be completely honest, I started writing Zanthia Book 2, The Shadowed Army, before I even published the first one. Self-published the first one. And I wasn't ready for it at all. But I had to do it because the first one ended with, oh, there's going to be more. So I had to do it, right? And writing a sequel, when I tell you it's different than writing your first book, is different. One, I was a better writer. I saw a little improvement in my writing. But the struggle with this was, you got to remember all your characters' personalities. You got to remember what happened in your first book. And as many times as you read your books, because you constantly go through editing, you still don't remember everything. To be honest, at least I don't. Me personally, I'm going to say, when I say we, I mean me. This is all me. You don't really remember. So, you're going back and you're doing your research on your own book that came from your own mind. And then you get stuck in your like, where am I supposed to go with this story? You have an outline, a loose outline, and you just start writing, and then you're committed. And then you got to do it. So I was not ready to write this. But we pushed through, and I can say that I loved the outcome. I wanted to scale it back a little bit with book 2. And I'm not going to get too much into the story, but in book 1, it's Micah, the main character, versus a big evil. This one I wanted to scale down and make a little more personal. Because I watch movies all the time, and it's like the first one comes out and it's a good movie, and then the second one comes out and they just try to make everything bigger and louder and more explosions and all of that. That's not always good all the time. It's not bigger isn't always better. Louder isn't always better. More explosions isn't always better. So I wanted to take it a little more personal to the main character and the other characters in the book. And I think I succeeded, but I also may have made the battles a little more bigger. I'm not sure. I'll let y'all be the judge of that. But I did really love writing it, and I did see a little improvement in my writing. With this cover, I got this illustrated. Shout out to Artur Felipe. I found him on Instagram, and he did the illustration, and German Creative did the aesthetics. I don't know how to say that word right, but she hooked up all the stuff. That's how this one came to be. So I like German Creative's work a lot, and Artur, he's an amazing artist. But I didn't want to use another stock image, so I commissioned him, and he did the cover for me. This video isn't going to be as long as the other one because this book was easier to write. It was hard to write, but it was still easier to write. I didn't really run into too many problems. Besides, halfway through the book, I was like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I had no idea. I knew how I wanted it to end for the most part. And then when I got to the ending, I was like, well, how am I supposed to end it? Like the final battle, like what's supposed to happen? But I figured it out. And I think I did a lot of character development in this one, especially for like Tristan and Akiri. Sapphire, I would say Sapphire also, and Micah. I mean, they all went through, they all grew up a little bit, So There is some more character development. I think I did a pretty good job with this one. This is my second baby. Zanthia is my first, and the third one is my third, of course. But I had a lot of fun writing this one. I think my favorite character to write is Tristan. He just doesn't care. He just say whatever he wants to say when he wants to say it. Like, that's just him. He's brash. So yeah, this is book 2. Book 2 was not as much of a struggle as book 1. And it didn't take as long to complete. The self-publishing process was easier. I knew what to do for the most part. Everything went a little more smoother with this one, uploading everything on my own. So, yeah, book 2 was my baby. All right, so thanks for listening. Next video will probably be about book 3. So, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and always be breezy.